Your web application can have multiple pages. Here in Cockpit we do not call it a page, we call it a path. Path creation process is very simple. Go to the design mode. Select the path drop-down. You will see the already created paths. This is file. This is person. And this is article that we have already created. Okay, let's create a new path. Open Path Creation panel. Enter path name. We choose campaign as our new path. You can choose anything you wish. If your site is secured means use HTTPS, then make your path secured also. Carefully read the warnings when you marked your path as your home path. If you checked, your current home path will be changed. File is our current home, so we do not change it to campaign. That's why we do no checked it marked. Click on the Save button. New path campaign is created successfully. Okay, let's load our new path. Here we see the new path is loaded with an empty layout. Let's customize our empty layout by creating rows and columns. Initially we get a row by default in our empty layout. Row creation button will be found on the layout section. Click on the plus icon and see what happens. Another row, row 2, is created successfully. Let's customize the row style. Open the style section, change the style values and click on the Save button. You will see how effectively it works. Let's create some column inside the row and change their style. I'm just doing the same thing for the second row, creating 2 columns inside it and customize their styles. We can easily rename our layout, row, column. Just click on the current name, change it and save. Okay, I have already changed all the rows and columns. Let's drop a component inside a column. You can also develop component if you are a software developer. I will provide another video about the component creation process. But you can also drop components subscribed from the Cockpit marketplace. I already subscribed these components. Just click on the component you want to drop. I have dropped 2 components. Let's see what happens. Okay, you already see these 2 components are dropped inside the layout. All the components are configurable. First time the component is dropped with the default configuration. I will show you how to change the component configuration. You can also change the component style similarly as we had changed style of rows and columns. I have already dropped some components into the layout, and currently it looks like that. Now I will show you how I customize the component configuration, or how it works. By clicking on this button, configuration panel for this component will be open. Let's change the generic list component configuration and see how it works. You see there we have different configuration options like default view of component. Is it list or grid? You can choose any as your default. Another configuration is item type, which item will be shown on this component. Is it person, documents or organization? You can add more item as option if you are a software developer. I choose documents, that's why this generic list component shows the list of documents related to the company. But in person path I choose person as default selection. You can also control the number of items shown on the list by increasing or decreasing the number in list item count. Now I increase it to 20 from 10. All the components you dropped inside the layout can talk to each other. You see I already keep the identity of other components, so that generic list component can talk to themselves. Okay, now we save the component configuration and see what happens. Yes, changed. Default view changed from list to grid, and also the number of item on the list has changed from 10 to 20. You can also switch to list by clicking on this button, but it will not saved as we have saved configuration. Each item we shown on the list can have two different views. One is meta view and another is expanded view or detail view. I show detail view from the file path. So all items here is file. Detail view may vary from item to item. This view is called meta view, where the meta informations are shown. You can open the detail view by clicking on the expand icon. You can also open the detail view by clicking on the preview button inside the action menu. Different file item like image, PDF and etc. can have different detail view. Now I show you how PDF detail view looks like. Tag share and relate is another important feature that is also available in Cockpit. Okay, let's see where it is. Just click on the action menu icon. An overlay appears with tag share, relate and preview options. Let's see how tag feature works. Type something inside the input field. You will get a tag creation button below the input field if tag is not already exist in Cockpit. If you click on the create button, new tag will be created and added to the item. But if tag already exists, you can select it from the tag list. You can also share this item with other persons in your company. You can define permission level like owner, admin, write, read, etc. while sharing any item. Type name of that person you want to share with. Select from the list and change permission level. Okay, now check the relation feature. It is as easy as like share feature. You can relate this item with any item. Just select item type from the drop down, type item name and select. Relationship done.